What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. As this video, the title says, I decided to become a Christian, and I probably will have to tell you guys a story behind. It's a long, dark, deep, personal process. Actually, it might take a while to explain, but I got a sign. One thing about me and my mental issues is, first of all, I know that it's hereditary because my entire dad's side of the family, well, almost every single one of them has multiple different types of abuse they went through and toxic environments they grew up in. A lot of them are Christian, surprisingly. So me growing up, seeing their psychotic sides, it actually made me have repulsiveness to Christianity. You know, a lot of atheists or people that does not believe God exists are those types, highly analytical, logical, they need proof, love science and math type. I'm exactly that. So I never really thought I would become an actually full devoted Christian. One thing I will say before anything else is that I will not be fucking with the church. I will not be going to church, and I'm going to be focusing on my personal relationship with God, and if I need to study the Bible, I will do it on my own accord, but I will not be going to church because of my own personal reasons. I really don't want to focus on the feeling I get from the judgmentalness I feel from when I go to churches. I don't want to hear about the pastor's personal experience and how people's miracles were performed on people with chronic illnesses, or advertisements of how I should be paying how much for the prosperity of the church. All in all, the one thing that made me decide I do want to become a Christian is that all of that got shattered yesterday and today. So the thing about my mental health illness, every about once every like 1 or 2 months, I have literally a psychotic breakdown. My hands start shaking, my body feels sick, and it's maybe it lasts for 3 or 4 days. It's almost like a cycle where I have this mental breakdown, like a psychotic fucking breakdown. I can't talk to people. Everything feels wrong. It feels like everybody's trying to attack me. It feels like I don't have a life purpose and there's no reason for me to exist in this world. It's also the period of a couple of days after this happens is when I'm most prone to making bad decisions, doing stupid stuff, harming myself or others. And it's just the time I usually I just get so depressed and anxious to the point I just isolate myself, basically, right? So it started 2 days ago. It's been a good month before it happened, so I knew it was coming. From yesterday, I felt ill in the head, like I'm used to. It's a very painful time for me for the next couple of days when this happens. Everything, even my vision, what I see becomes altered too. And a lot of you guys have been recommending me to get mental health sorted out, get the Medicaid and go start getting counseling so I can get myself better. But as I have told you guys, actually, making a normal wage disqualifies you from getting Medicaid. I already made normal wage in a matter of a month. So if I have applied for Medicaid, I would have been disqualified now, right? So, and that was my one concern, which I kind of proved myself right. Then I'm stuck in a financial position where if I'm being realistically, I can't make it out. Just if I just scribble the numbers down and I assume I don't buy any clothes, I assume I don't buy any food and get all of it from a food bank, and I literally don't spend nothing on nothing, and I pay what I'm expected to for rent and what I'm expected to for child support, what I'm expected to for utilities, whatever else. I can barely save any type of money, and that will all have to be going towards therapy, which doesn't make sense to me. So what happened was yesterday, for some fucking reason, I decided to pray. I was sitting in my bunk bed in the homeless shelter. I was laying on my top bunk, just literally tweaking. And I don't do drugs. I put my hand together and I think I prayed something amongst God, why are you why is this happening to me, and why are you putting so much why are you making me go through this? And prior to that, some of the prime reasons why I was against Christianity was because I blamed him. I was like, if you were really there, why would you purposely go out of your way to schedule these bullshit upon my life or what I have to go through? And why did you bestow upon me this mental illness? And why did you blah, 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 blah. So I basically blamed him for everything. And I almost wanted to try to use him as almost tried to give him an ultimatum, right? When I'm praying, it's just like, get me out of the situation, or help me, or like cure my illness or abuse, PTSD, cure that shit. And obviously he wouldn't respond. I was like, see, he doesn't exist. So how can I believe him if he won't show me any signs? If it seems like he has ill intent for me, and he won't solve or give me power to make it out of all these things. But yesterday I did it a little bit different. I grabbed my hands together. I said, I didn't start with if you're there. I started with, God, please give me power to just make it out of this psychotic breakdown. That's all I need or want from you. And then, for some reason, I felt better. So I really thought about it. It's either one, he exists and he just gave me power, or number two, what did I do differently this time than the other prayers I did that never worked? It was that I didn't blame him, right? I wasn't telling him, it's your fault this is happening, or why did you give me all these struggles, or that you owe me some type of power if you're there. Like, that's questioning if he's there or not. This time I just literally said, God, just give me power. That's it. And then I felt better, mentally and physically. And I started thinking, because I'm the analytical type, right? Is this just a placebo effect? Or is it the fact that, like, because I didn't attach bullshit and I didn't blame him or make excuses, and I just literally said, help me, he helped me. So I thought about it, and I was depressed, so I went to sleep. I woke up today morning, same mental illness. I think I spaced out for the first 4 hours of waking up, ate my lunch at the top of my bunk. I prayed one more time. This is my second prayer at this point, right? I see what you did yesterday. God, I decided not to blame you for anything that happened. I know people say God gives you the struggle so you can overcome it and get out stronger. But I don't believe you have ill intentions to my life, or you wanted to just destroy it. And I've been for the longest time trying to blame you and other people and my surroundings, environment, for all the shit I'm discontent in life. But please give me one more chance. I'll accept the fact I have to repent, and it's nobody else's fault, and I've been having the wrong mindset this whole time. All I want is for me to not have to go through this shit mentally. I don't care if you give me physical struggles. I don't care if you give me financial struggles. Just help me feel sane. I believe you're there. And then I felt much better. And this is day 2 of psychotic breakdown, and I usually last 3 to 5 days, and today I'm already feeling a lot better with no problems. Just like that, in a matter of a couple of seconds. And I'm so thankful right now. But I'm not going to church. I don't believe you have to go to church physically in order to have a relationship with God. It's just me and him. And I've heard, if I look at some of these very powerful Christian people, powerful as in like with self-conviction, some Christian people that look like they got their life together and they're strong and happy and nothing can stop them. They always say the only thing or person they fear is God, nothing else, no one else. No other struggle or hardship can make them kneel. They only fear and serve God. And they actually live a life like that. So there's no denying to me that people who have absolute faith in God, I don't care if God is the reason, believing in God is the reason that they're able to overcome it, or it's actually God giving them directly like power to overcome it. I don't care and it doesn't matter. I'm so down and low in this point in my life that I had no choice, and I took my last bet on trying to build a relationship with God, and He already made me feel a lot better. So I'm going to stick with this shit. So whenever I have mental breakdowns, whenever I have a lot of stress, whenever I just feel like my life has no purpose, I know that God got me then.